Yo, what's good? 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 What's going on, Britt? Wednesday, how we feeling?
We feeling everything cool, everything.
Beautiful day on a Wednesday.
How no complaints really.
Hey, I mean, if we ain't got no complaints, life is good.
How about yourself?
Life is good. I'm out here getting to it.
I feel
Um,
like Kynard says that often.
but I mean, I'm forever busy, right? I don't think that
Word.
I ever. I am, man. I'm always busy. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm busy. I'm busy getting to it.
Heard that.
Um,
Even when I'm sleeping, I'm busy.
yeah, I mean, I'm
Jesus.
dreaming. I'm dreaming when I'm asleep. I'm dreaming about how I'm gonna get to the work.
And we know you are a dreamer, sir.
I am a dreamer. Well, the thing is my dad. He used to tell me when I was a young kid, I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to be Michael Jordan. Every kid wanted to be. He told me he was like, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be Michael Jordan, you want to be the greatest basketball player, at that time, because LeBron's the GOAT, of course. That you have to eat, drink, sleep, whatever it is you're trying to get done. That's the only way to succeed. If you want it, you have to eat, drink, sleep, whatever that task is. And the truth is I mean, when I sleep, I'm legit trying to figure it out in my dreams. I'm like, what we got to do next? What's next? Where I got to pop off to? You know what I'm
you
saying?
make you make me tired, Kynard.
I, so sometimes I would say, I don't even recognize it while I'm in it, right? I don't recognize a lot of the things that I'm doing. I just do, right? I just do. And it kind of leads into what we're going to talk about today. You know, I, I'm in a situation where this past week I was watching some of the Jim Carrey films, some of his camera work stuff. We was just talking about his journey and writing a $10 million to check to himself and manifesting his destiny. And he talked about how, he watched his father fail, you know, even though his father compromised himself to take care of his family, right? Basically, his dad was a musician and wanted to be a musician, but his dad had to do something differently and, to take care of his family and pay the bills. And, then he got fired. And he says one of the defining moments in his life was watching his father fail at something that he didn't really want to do, right? And he said that he felt that broke his father, and then that kind of led to how he decided to live his life, where he felt like if he was going to fail at something, I would be better off failing at something that I love doing, right? And for me, a lot of that is a part of the journey. I would tell you, if you're in a position to find what it is that you truly love doing, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay to attempt it and not find success right away, 5 years from now, as long as it's something that you love, and it becomes something that, regardless of what the outcome is, you're happy with that. You're happy, good or bad, because it's something that you love doing. Now, my brother loves playing video games. He don't really like working a lot. Shout out to the homie, what's that? Shout out to my homie Frank. I can't even say I forgot his whole online name, right? DC the God. Shout out to my brother, but this is a dude like he'll just
There it
admit it
is.
to you, yo. I'm not about to work, my guy. I ain't about that. I'm not. I want to play these video. I want to play these video games all day, and I'm like, yo, you should do what you love. You should do what you love. If that's what you love, waking up to do, playing your video games, trying to figure it out, living your best life, I think that is your God given right to try and do what you love. I don't have no issues with that. Now, where I do have an issue is if your rent need to be paid and you're still trying to play video games and you like, but you said I should do what I love and not be afraid to fail. I agree. You should do that, but you should also make sure you can take care of your responsibilities. And I think that that's why, Jim Carrey's father had to compromise. He wanted to be a musician. He couldn't do it. And that led Jim Carrey on his path. Now, you look at it, and Jim Carrey said that he wrote himself a $10 million check, and he said he gave himself 5 years. And if in 5 years it didn't work, he was going to compromise himself. And as he came up on the 5 years, he was signed to do 2 movies and ended up exceeding the $10 million check that he wrote himself. And he talked about manifesting and being able to visualize what it was that you wanted and doing the things, right, the work that it takes to manifest those realities. Shout out to Will C. I agree. He does need to monetize playing the video games. But most people don't understand how difficult it is to monetize. Like, monetizing video games is not just playing the video game. Right? Monetizing takes the work behind it. It takes the waking up and twitching 4 or 5 nights of the week. It also takes you learning how to create value through video, through, whether it's entertaining people or making them laugh, giving them insight into what's going on, on how you became successful. Like, it takes all of these things to monetize. I'm giving y'all high level stuff that I didn't know 3 or 4 years ago when I first started following what it was that made me happy, which was creating video content, right? I ain't know nothing. I ain't know how fast it moved. I was afraid. I thought people was going to look at me and not understand or not get it. But I started putting it out. And at that point, like, I didn't care. Like, people were going to love it. People were going to hate it. People were going to say what they going to say. But the truth is I just was in a situation where I was like, well, let me throw that out and see if it worked. Sometimes it did. Sometimes it didn't. Sometimes I look back at some of the old stuff I did and was like, what was that? What was going on with that situation right there? Now, my co-host would tell me, like, Kynard, not everything you do is dope, but I can't tell because I did it. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, you just had to find the happiness in what it is that you're trying to do. Now, the other side of the conversation is, what do you define as success or what do you define as failure? I really don't think that you can fail if you don't give up. If you just enjoy the journey and then you have stories to tell. To me, that's the success. Failing is I'm not doing this anymore because it's too hard to do. That's way different than I got bills to pay. Because the truth is when I first initially quit, I quit because I had bills to pay. I did music. I used to entertain. I used to do all of these things, but I quit. I quit because it was hard. I quit because it's you have to find out if it's something that you really want to do. Let me tell you something. If you can do music, shout out to all the engineers and the producers. Like, you can do music 10 years, 15 years. Like, that's a success because most people quit because it's too difficult. You know what I'm saying? And so I look at a lot of my homies, my DJ homies, they right now, they out here, spinning at clubs where it's only 5 or 10 people trying to get better. I popped up on my DJ homie, Stefan Osei, and I'm asking him, yo, what's What's your method to your madness? How are you choosing songs? He like, dude, all I do is sit home and listen to music all day when I'm not working. Because he love it. And as Will C just said, it's just as hard working for an employer. So which one do you want to choose? You gonna have to work hard regardless. That's what come with it. I don't care what you do. If you trying to win, if you trying to build, if you trying to make money, you trying to be successful, you gonna have to work hard anyway. So the question is are you gonna work hard for the things that you love, that you're invested in? Or are you gonna work hard for somebody else? And somebody say, well, Kynard, I want to do what I love, but I don't know how to make no money yet. I hear you. Got to do something to make some money that allows you to do what it is that you want to do. It's that simple. I don't know what else to tell you. Other than if money is the issue, then you've already lost, and you really shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? In regards to if that as an artist, that's your sole focus. I mean, as businesses, we would you want to be successful, you want to make money, but at that point, learn the business. Figure out what it takes to do it in the business. Learn it, learn your customer. These are things that if you have an idea, you have to go through the process to figure out what it is. And you're going to fail. Going to mess up. Not going to be as fresh as you thought it is. Not going to be as dope as you thought it was, even though you think it's dope. But it's okay to fail because then you learn, you grow, and you figure it out. Now, I can't tell you if the homie Jim Carrey would have decided to quit if he didn't make the $10 million. Can't tell you. I mean, that's his story. What I can tell you is if he didn't quit, chances are he probably would have reached where he was trying to go. That's simple. But in the end, as he said with his father, I would much rather try to do what I love and fail at that than to go do other things that I don't love, and because I don't love it, fail at that too. All that being said, I'm gonna bring in the homie because the homie always got a different opinion than me. Y'all gonna hear the homie talking about not chasing y'all dreams when we talk later on about J. Cole. What we thinking? What we thinking, Britt? Do we have to fail? I mean,
I'm thinking
is
I
it
don't
better
like
to
how
fail
you
at what
painted
you
me.
love? What'd you say?
I don't like how you painted me to be a hater.
I'm just saying you have a different perspective, which is good. Now we gonna have some dialogue.
I'm just saying, no, you said, my co-host will say, Kynard, not everything you do is dope. I've never said that in my life.
I'm just picking. She didn't
Ever.
say that. She didn't say that.
Yeah, you just breeze right by it like it was.
Well, I mean, at that point, I think for me, I know I be super exuberant about everything I do, and I know that my co-hosts be like, I don't know how you always be that exuberant, Kynard. She ain't come out and explicitly say.
Right.
I felt it was implied, but that's neither here nor.
He'd be mad hype, and I'd be like, all right, I guess.
I do
It's
be
cool or
mad hype.
whatever.
I be mad hype.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think? I mean,
do.
is this a situation where, because I think most people are just afraid, right? You afraid that if you try, it's going to be too hard. But would you much rather fail at something you love or fail being afraid of doing what you love?
I don't know. It's a tricky question because if you fail at doing something you love, does that mean that you weren't meant to do it anyway? That's almost like a punch in the gut in itself.
Right.
Like if you sucked at what you thought was like, this is it for me. Like this is all me. I got it. And then
Right.
you were trash. You'd be like, damn, that hurts your heart a little bit.
Well,
But I guess I would rather take that L and know, I suppose, than spend time wondering what if, I guess.
So let's say hypothetically, Kynard was trash as a as an artist. Not fact. Let's hypothetically say, the homie is trash, and I eventually have to accept that as reality. You know what? I've been doing this for a while. Maybe I
Time
am
to
trash.
hang it up.
Yeah, maybe
Time to
I
hang it
am
up.
trash. Right?
Mhm.
I would still look back on the experience fondly. I would look,
Mhm.
and I'm doing it from a different place, right? I've lived a lot of life. I did music once. I entertained once. I went and I did corporate and lived that life, and you know what I'm saying? And you looking at it and you just like, nah, I want to be passionate about what I'm passionate about. I want to, do what it is that I want to do. So I'm like, I'm going to try it again and see how it works. I'd say that I'd love the journey and I would be able to look back, 10, 15 years and be like, nah, I did my thing. I came out, I tried, I gave it all I could, and these are the things that I learned from it. Boom, 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 boom. And that's the only way I would hope other individuals would look at it. If you tried it and it didn't work out for you, what can you take from that? And then what can you take from that into your next situation? Because the truth is that may be it. Now, I only say that because the
You
monetization
sound like
of
a
business.
coach.
Huh? What'd you say?
So you sound like a coach.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to add
It's like
perspective.
you win,
Right.
you
Well,
get your
good.
W's or you get your lessons. There's no losses. They're just lessons.
Well, I mean, but there's validity in that philosophy, right? Like everything that I thought
Yeah.
I lost, I didn't need. And when I came out of the situation and I really looked at it, there were valuable things to take away into another situation so you were better prepared. That's what I think the setbacks are. It's just what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm coaching, I hope y'all receiving the word. Because that's the truth. I mean, when you look at it, all right, look, give me a one-hit wonder. Who comes to mind as a one-hit wonder?
I wanted to be disrespectful, but I'm
Be
not.
disrespectful.
Milli Vanilli had more than one hit. They had a few.
Okay, so let's look at Milli Vanilli. This is perfect. All right, Milli Vanilli were not real artists. You know what I'm saying? Look, once again,
Even better.
When you learn the industry, this is commonplace. It's not new, people. They build artists all the time, okay? People with no talent, right? This is what happens in the industry. So Milli Vanilli, while it's shocking to us, wasn't shocking to the industry. They know how it goes. But then you look back and you ask Milli Vanilli, like, I can guarantee you, if you go back and say, Milli Vanilli, was y'all living y'all dream? They're going to say yes. Yes, we were. And a lot of them will, I would probably say both of them would probably be like, we would do it again. We're going to live our best life. This was our dream to be artists and do what we got to do. Right? We didn't make it to where we were supposed to, and our legacy probably isn't what we thought it was going to be. But for this amount of time, we lived the dream. We toured. We had our tape uploaded, so when we performed at concerts, it sounded like we sang. We did dance moves. People
great.
saw us. We lived. Right? Isn't that what Milli Vanilli would be saying right now?
It was probably a dream. You're right. One time I tweeted one of my favorite one-hit wonders.
Cool.
Like just being a smart ass.
Cool.
Because I was listening to the song. It was Hurricane Chris.
Yo, he was the one that first came up too. Hey, baby. For those that don't know Hurricane Chris, one-hit wonder, I can guarantee you that he lived his dream, even if it was for one song. Now, a lot of people would probably be like, Chris fell off. And he might have.
That was literally my tweet. I was like, yo, what happened to Hurricane Chris ass? Just, hey, baby, that was it? And then he tweeted me back. He was like, "Her right here." I was like,
Oh, he tweeted you? Oh,
no.
damn.
I was like, yeah, he really ain't doing nothing. He had time, and it was quick.
Oh, damn. Hurricane
He was
Chris
probably sitting on Twitter
with the
like, he's like, let
snapback.
me look myself up.
Right.
He was like, let me see what's cracking about me right now.
Twitter had him in the mentions. He was trending.
My little raggedy ass tweet being a smart ass popped up.
But
It's me, shawty. I'm right here. I said, nah.
Hurricane Chris, I mean, he lived in his dream. And I think at that point, the same thing with any artist or any business owner, if you can keep it running, yeah, you do what you got to do. And then if it doesn't work out, you can either say, I'm going to pivot and do something else associated with it. That's how you end up getting artists that become producers. That's how you get people who go to jobs and they're like, I don't want to do that job no more. I'm going to go do this job. And then they pivot or they start a business or they say, I've been doing this job, but there seems to be a problem here, here, and here. I think I can provide a solution. And you pivot. That way you always grow. You always find something to be related. It easily could have been that Jim Carrey doesn't become famous for being a comedian, but he decides to start maybe writing because that was his original path. But he had to go through these failures as a comedian before he became a writer or a restaurant owner or a worker at a laundromat. Whatever his path is, you know what I'm saying? Those losses lead to where eventually you're supposed to be. And you have the choice. Now, I'd just like to clarify, Kynard is not trash. And a level of dopeness also doesn't always translate into what other people may visualize as success, because right now popularity is way more impressive than substance. That's the society we live
Dope
in.
is relative. That's what we're gonna say.
Dope? No, dope is dope. Dope is
No,
just
dope
dope.
is relative.
Can't be.
Dope is a matter of taste.
No, there's some things that are just universally dope.
Like what?
Kynard. Facts.
Oh. I should have known. I was setting myself
I
up.
exude dopeness. That being said, I just wanted to share that today. I think that, I don't know, I sit back and when I go from week to week in regards to managing all of the things that we're doing, music video coming up, album coming up, trying to shoot content, trying to help those that are in my network, trying to give information. In between all of that, I think a lot of times you have to be open to whatever the lessons are that are being taught. And as I was going through this busy week, I sat with that one, right? I sat with Jim Carrey and I really understood it because I'm getting ready to release a whole bunch of content and I don't really know how people are going to react to it. I don't know if they're going to like it, but I'm okay if they don't. I'm okay if it spectacularly fails because I'm going to figure something out and learn from it. My homie and co-host Brittany was like, aren't you afraid that people may look at some of the stuff that you release and is, in a certain type of vein? Which was a valid question. Yeah, but if I'm nobody right now, so who cares? If they don't like it, cool. I'll figure something else along the way that they may like. If they do like it, cool. If they try and pigeonhole me, they gonna lose though. Because I'm multifaceted. And I'm dope. That being said, we're gonna talk about somebody else that's dope. Light Skinned Coalition in the house.
The ambassador of the coalition.
The one that
Champagne
brought Light
Poppy.
Skinned brothers back. Thank you. We have to bring it up. We have to shout out the one and only, the artist of the decade, Drake. Give it up for Drake, y'all. Just one time. Let's give it up for the
I
light
will.
skin.
I'm not going to combat his Artist of the Decade award at all. He deserves. He deserves. When I remember being in a debate with my homeboy one time. Not even a real debate. It was just like 4 dudes in a circle having a conversation. They were like, "Okay, Britt might have an opinion on this. Britt, who are the top artists of the decade? If you can give us 2 or 3, who are the top artists of the decade?" I said, "Well, first Beyonce, Giselle Knowles,
Yeah,
Carter."
Beyonce smashed in the tens with
And I was
Lemonade.
like, and I said, second would probably of the decade would probably be Drake. And he was like, "I told you she'd be on my team. I knew it." He's had a run. He's had a legit run. Like his stats are kind of crazy, so he
It's
deserves.
it's it's insane. I still remember being in Detroit, and I made this is before like I was really on Instagram. I made a little video. Was sitting on like some 24s, and I did it to Drake's song, and me and my brother started conversing about this, and I was like, everybody just want to come out and be like, this is a classic. This is the first one, right? That he dropped, best I ever had. And then I think Thank Me Later, or whatever the second one was. And I was like, it's just hard to come out. And at that point, we were still skeptical about the light skin, right? We didn't know if we could trust in what he was giving us, right? And I look back and he's dropped classics. He's changed the game. When you talk about influence, he's just as influential, if not more, than Soulja Boy.
Big Draco.
Big Draco. Drake! And the truth is that, yeah, I mean, he made us believe in light-skinned black men again, even though he's multiracial, which is why we're really talking about him today. It isn't really his artist of the decade while we clap for that, but Drake had the internet in a tizzy because he took a photo.
Ablaze.
What was it?
Ablaze. The internet was ablaze.
Yeah, the internet was ablaze.
The
Women across the world thought that their shot was over with the light-skinned sixth god because he posted a photo with I don't even know how to describe it. Something as a type, I think is what they, right? A Lord Farquaad from Shrek, right? That I don't know. It seems that the ladies lack melanin, a little spice, maybe.
They rain from the Caucasus. They rain from the Caucasus Mountains,
right?
For sure.
To which I asked Brittany, how did it make you feel? I mean, when you saw it, what as a woman, not as a woman that's a fan of Drake, but just as a woman that likes the light-skinned brother Drake and thinks that, you know,
don't say nothing crazy. What?
He should be representing in a different way. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel like he should represent any kind of way. I just looked at her and I said, she's standard. And that was it. I didn't think like.
So what you mean when you say she's standard? What does that mean?
She looked like a regular bitch in a white dress.
Oh.
Not like, in my brain, when you think Drake, you think he is an icon and a sex symbol of sorts.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
you
give
said that
all
like he's not. You said that like he's
sorts.
not. I felt like it was some qualifiers. Is Drake a sex symbol?
Yes.
Seem unsure.
Not necessarily.
I think 80 million people on Instagram would probably say he is.
Not necessarily to me all through and through, but I understand. So I can say yes.
Okay.
That's why it was just like a little bit hard coming out. But it's not about me. It's about the umbrella of it all. So yes, he is a sex symbol. And this Caucasian lady, seemed to be quite standard issue, borderline par, maybe subpar.
All right,
She just looked like a
on the
regular chick.
Kevin Samuels scale to
I'm not
10.
playing. I'm not playing this game with you. You
I'm
already
just
blew it by starting. You blew it with Kevin Samuels.
I want the Kevin Samuels scale for what we saw.
I don't know how Kevin Samuels grades these bitches for starters. Okay, well, I don't know what kind of
Did
job
she look like
has.
a high value woman?
High value women don't have a look.
Oh.
You ain't gonna get me caught up in front of my own people.
I'm trying to figure it out. We've called her subpar. We've called her
She just
standard.
looked regular. She just looked regular.
Regular.
Just a regular broad. So
it's like a regular a 5?
I guess a regular would be a 5.
4?
No, she wasn't below 5.
Okay, so we're gonna give her just middle of the road
she was like a
5.
5'6".
5'6".
We don't know her life. She could be a whole millionaire. We don't know. That would boost her up a bit.
So let me ask you this question, because this is always the question that's asked when you see an ugly dude with a pretty woman, right? Like, you be like, oh, so do we think maybe possibly, even though she's a 5, like maybe her extracurriculars are like a 10? Maybe she doing
like
some
she
things.
Sucks the soul out?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps.
Like that could possibly be why she's so ordinary, because, you know, he may want her to suck on his pinky toe, which by all means, Drake, get your pinky toe sucked on if that's what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is like, is it that she has to be 8 or 9, or we happy that he would have 5? Because I feel like most people are upset that she not like a 8, 9, or 10. That she's very basic.
I think people are upset at the combination that she's not an 8, 9, or 10, and also white.
Oh, now we get into the crux.
That's what I think the issue is. If you were like a standard ethnic 5 or 6, people would be like regular girls. But now she's just a regular white broad, and then people are like, oh, not only is she white, but she's just bleh. She's like seasoned like white people seasoned chicken.
All right, so probably. Look, Jawan, what's good, my guy? Jawan said people memories are short. He dated Serena and J-Lo. And then Jawan said, plus for a man who pretty much has his pick of women, she might offer him something beyond aesthetics. Right. I totally agree.
I don't know nothing about this lady. She's supposed to be like a stylist and a groomer.
Yeah.
Whatever a groomer means. Like, she trims beards, but she said she didn't do that well and she didn't want to do that.
Oh, you got some tea. I didn't even know. Okay. Further elaborate.
She got brought on set because she was supposed to be assisting in styling, and she felt she was like, I don't assist. Like, bitch, I'm not an assistant anymore. But also Drake. So perhaps I'll do it because that's a good relationship to build. And then they switched her from assistant to lead, and she was like, bet. But also I got nervous because I thought, oh, he has this beard and that's not really my bag. I'm not great at that. And she got nervous about the potential to have to do that. I don't really know what the relationship really is, and I don't think she really said, but that grip on that head felt like something wasn't just shape my beard up.
Yeah.
But she explained that that's how they met, via work.
Well, so now we have some details. Does this mean, I mean, I'm looking at the hand placement and it was around the hip. And to me, I don't think that Drake does anything on accident. Do we think this is a stunt? We know he has music. Is this just to get people talking because he knows that they got something to say?
he don't need to do any stunts at this point. I don't think. As soon
He
as he
did
put
with J
when
Lo.
he
J Lo was a stunt, even though he
oh, the
probably
robe, was it a
smashed.
robe picture? Was that what it was? A
Oh, I
robe?
don't know. Yeah, I think that it was rumors that they were together, and then next thing you know, they dropped a track. Plus Drake had been accused of
But that was
breaking up
good though.
somebody else's relationship. So is it a stunt? I mean, do he just want his name in people's mouths?
No, it's not a stunt. J Lo could be a stunt because J Lo has a name for herself. This average arbitrary white woman is nobody. So you can't call it a
But that's
stunt
the
when there's
stunt.
nothing
That's
to.
the stunt. Is that like, look, I'll be with somebody regular. Maybe that was like a shot to one of his exes. Like, you ain't even gotta be a 10 to be with me. I chose a 5 over you. Do we think Drake is that petty?
I hope not.
Uh,
I don't know.
well, I
I also
mean,
don't think I care, but I don't think so.
I only ask because then we get into the next topic, right? Of the
But
male
he
ego.
also notable. He has a notable baby mama that's standard in caucus.
Yeah, she's
So
super standard. Right.
maybe
Okay,
that's his
so before
bag.
we move on though, but Drake is white though. And
Yeah,
black,
he's
but he
half white,
white.
so he's allowed. He's very much so allowed.
I don't feel like he's allowed. I feel like people mad. Ooh, look at her with
I
with,
mean,
with the Caucasus.
there's all the way black men who don't date black women. There's all the way white men who only date outside of their race. Like
Right.
whatever. But I mean, it to me it makes sense because I feel like what's weird to me is when people are of a particular ethnic group and they are like anti that. To
Yeah.
me, that's a little bit strange to me when they're just like,
It's
oh no,
self-hate.
I don't fuck with what is me.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that's
self-hate.
strange.
Yeah.
So to me, it makes sense that like, okay, although Drake presents as light skin, whatever, you're still white. So if you like all these white women,
Mama is
run
white.
up and listen. He could just be looking for his mama in a bitch. Who knows?
A regular
Um,
5. I'm
a
not saying
regular
just a
standard.
regular person. I apologize, Drake. I wasn't saying your mom's was a 5. I'm just saying just like a regular person, not a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect.
I mean, he was like, shit. This Rihanna shit didn't work out. This J Lo shit didn't work out.
Right.
This
You might
Serena
just want
shit
a
didn't
regular
work out.
chick. I think regular chicks are dope. Honestly, I've been on Instagram. I don't think I could date an Instagram model. That just ain't. I feel like that's too much for me as a man
Oh, but
to
on the
handle.
contrary, Instagram models are regular.
Touche.
They're all the way
Touche.
regular.
If you're Instagram model, you ain't made it yet, mama. That's irregular.
They're the
Minus
bitches
all
who
the
live in a
makeup.
complex 2 doors down from you. It's okay.
Stop.
They're
Stop.
regular.
Stop.
I
Serena
just wanted to
married
remind you.
Angelo. Yup. Serena did marry a white man. Rihanna rocked with a one for a minute. Love her. I'm with you, Juwan. I agree.
Eve got her a good old rich
Yeah.
Anglo-Saxon.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like we know these things. Even Juwan said, like there are other people that's with this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really that big of a deal. I just found it interesting at the influence that one person has. I posted a photo. Like people's whole days was caught up in having to recover from the
Find something to do.
photo. I saw him post. Oh my God, y'all!
Need to get life.
I gotta sit down for the rest of the day. Drake not gonna be hollering out, and I didn't think that they were joking. They seemed pretty serious.
That's unfortunate.
You know, Jawad said these girls be taking out
So crazy.
ribs out, ass implants, breast implants. This is true. IG models be super fake, and minus that, pretty fucking regular.
Sidebar: Did you see that terrible picture of Serena that went viral like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, they messed her makeup up. Will C just said Serena Williams changed her entire look. I saw the photo. I just felt like the lighting was wrong, and
I
whoever
felt
had
like it was
her
a
makeup,
combination of poor lighting and poor makeup.
yeah,
She looked like the ghost of Serena.
she looked like she was gonna be in
It was
was
a
the white
bad
girl
look.
movie with the Wayans brothers. Yeah, she was. It
Oh.
was different. I mean, but I just chalked that up because
She was casket ready. She was casket
she
ready,
was
boy.
she was ready. Um,
She was ashy white. Poor
the thing
Serena.
is, for me, Serena's father, Richard Williams, is black enough for all of us. So I don't.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get that caught up. I don't think that she was doing that on purpose. I really felt like it was just bad makeup. It's all good, Serena. You still my boo. I don't care nothing about what they said. Okay?
You know what though? Now that I think about it, people always compliment Serena on body yada yada,
Yeah.
but they were never like Serena's mad pretty. It was never that. It was always just like she built like everything. It was never like, wow, she's beautiful. It was always like the body though.
Times just like that.
Okay. You called her tip drills, what you did.
I
Okay, got
just
it.
I don't know what else to add. You know what I'm saying? Like some guys shoot the 3-pointer really, really good. Other guys dunk the basketball really, really good. Some people do both. Rena, banging. I think you're beautiful. I'm just saying, I can't call why people are not saying Serena's beautiful, but that's a whole other conversation.
I mean, since we was talking about self hate and shit, it just it's just
All right,
whatever. Another day.
we're gonna hit this next topic, right? Because it's weird. Like it's weird to me.
Mm-mm.
And me and my co-hosts, like initially we didn't care about this, but then I thought that it started talking about some of the other things that were important. So normally we would not talk about Malik Beasley and his wife, who he thought cheated on him with one of her homie friends that has known her longer than Malik knew her, right? So Malik's wife knew another dude, whatever. He thought they cheated. So he started getting with Larsa Pippen, and it's just this whole public scandal. And then he kicks his baby mama out. And now he's going back to wife and his kid. Larsa's out the picture. He comes out. He says, she made me do all of that. The wife who was ex, then the wife again came out and said something to Larsa Pippen, and we don't care. So what? We don't care about that. What we do want to care about is the male ego in this situation. Because I'm surprised that she took him back, right? This dude kicked you out of the house because he thought you were cheating. I don't know if it's true or not. Kicked you and his son out of the house. Had to do a paternity test. All of this, only then to come back and say, I apologize, I was wrong.
She coming back because it's warmer in the house. Shit.
Well, I'm sure she's coming back because
The house is warm. It's cold outside. The quality of life is better in the house, and he probably trying to do a lot for the get back.
he did ball out this year, though. Jawar, hopefully old girl is smart. She get her money right. My question is why even put your ex through all of this? To only then go back and say sorry. What does that say about you as a man? And that's when my co-host came in and said, well, his ego was bruised.
When he kicked her out.
When he kicked her out because he thought or alleged she was cheating with another man.
So he had to go to extremes. He was bruised and damaged, and he said, "How can I make it hurt? Get out. Not how can I be rational? You and my son can get out." Because my male ego is very fragile, and it is in pain right now. And you gotta go, bitch. And I'm gonna get another bitch who look kind of like you, but not really.
And then put it all in the public.
Mm-hmm.
We photoed up. We booed up.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I get a
Dirty.
chance, I'm going to throw you under the bus publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dudes be doing the most when they hurt.
Y'all can't take it. You know what's
Dudes
cold?
be doing the most when they hurt.
You know
How about I don't
crazy?
got no feelings? What'd you say?
Bitches talk. I said, you know what's crazy? You can count on all the fingers and toes of the people in the United States tales about bitches getting cheated on. When you think of like how many men do you know like cheatation stories that they bitches and cheated and they didn't talked all about it?
Oh, yeah, none. That's nope.
It happens obviously because
Y'all
bitches
know
aren't
it
out here
happens
just
at
being
a very high rate.
pristine characters, but that's how fragile the ego is that we can't even really think really in real life about like, oh yeah, I remember when my homeboy's wife cheated on him. Like it barely comes to light because the ego can't take it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've known some people in my life that have cheated on, their wives, and they kept it moving, and she cheated back. That was the end of that. Just he couldn't handle it, and he just came out and was like, "Nah, I couldn't handle that. You got to go."
Was it even a cheat back or was it like a get back?
I mean, I didn't get
Because it
that
could have been
far
like
deep
it could
into
have
it.
been like it could have been like, oh, you cheated. We're gonna be cool for a second. And she went off and got her a couple pieces, and then he found out, and he was like, "Oh
I
no, it's
can't
over."
call it. I ain't get that deep into it.
You're not asking the right
One of the
questions,
homies told me though that it was just a couple of times, and he was trying to get right, and he finally thought that he had got it right, and it just didn't work. Like after he found out, all he saw was red. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the male ego is fragile. I don't know if it's because we want to.
Maybe it is, and you know it.
Look, no one has taught men how to be hurt. We don't accept hurt
Well,
and
that's part of
pain.
the issue. Y'all are not groomed to handle emotions well. So when emotions well up, you're just like rage or ignore.
Rage, yeah. How dare you? You and the child get out. Matter of fact, I don't even know if that's my kid.
Run me the test. Call Maury.
Run me the test.
Run me the
I'll
test.
subscribe
You
that the
lying
male
bitch.
ego. I just think you got to grow up and go through some things. But then I would say it's probably some older dudes that still ain't learned. I try and take the world as it comes. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. And I would much rather keep my wits about me and how I proceed to move than to be throwing you under the bus. I mean, players get hurt too,
Pimps fuck up.
But a lot of times we don't know how to handle it. I mean, he was hurt. He probably loved her, not like fake loved
look
her.
At you. Look at
He probably
upset
only
right now.
had like one or two women on the side. That ain't even a lot. I mean, he is an NBA
That's
player.
not even a lot. I mean, it could have been a hoe in every city. Like, hello.
I mean,
it could have been a bitch in every city and a bitch with a bitch friend.
the
and
light tone though is the light tone.
Could have been threesome.
You in the Benz?
Always.
Or the Bentley truck? Which one you in?
I'm in the Benz today.
Did the maid come through? Maid clean the house? The house
Absolutely. Clean? Absolutely.
Did the nanny pick up the baby? Because I'm trying to figure it out.
She
Did the nanny get the baby?
She
That
with
new
my mama
purse
right
that came out that you said you wanted.
now. The
I
Celine
got it
bag.
before it came out. Don't nobody
Did
even
you?
got it.
What color did you get?
I got you. Look, I got you the spring color. I got you the turquoise
Ooh,
lime green. Marc
you
Jacobs
sent the
bag. Ain't
you
even
sent the
out yet.
stylist. You
Got you.
sent the stylist out, huh? Thank you. Oh,
I'm just saying.
I don't deserve you. I
He
don't
probably
deserve
didn't
you.
have that many. They probably wasn't even calling the house. You was just, you know what I'm saying? Then I gotta
That's a
find
shame.
out you out here bopping with your old school homie. How I'm supposed to take that?
A regular, look, a standard issue, regular ass man.
I'm out here working hard for us. Just the
And you laid
homie,
up with
just
the real estate agent.
yeah. Come on, dog. You ain't even upgrade. Now you and the kids, y'all got to get out. Yes, the male ego is very fragile. We do not like to be hurt. A lot of times we react like vicious animals if we feel threatened. That being said, she took him
Maybe
back.
one day.
Took him
I
back.
told you it's warmer in the house.
Took him back.
That's
That's beyond
you.
me.
No, it's not.
That's beyond me. He
You
put
know
you
many a
out.
bitch.
Put you out. Put you
You
out.
know many a bitch. And cheated on.
Malik,
Had
it's
babies
cheaper to
on.
keep her, man. Figure it out.
Okay.
Cheaper to keep her. All right, what we got next? Okay. So look, gonna move.
J. Cole.
We're gonna talk about the homie J. Cole. Look, we talked about the music last week. We talked about him playing basketball. But this week, some nobody in some far off league
Oh,
had the nerve to get in front of a
you're rude
camera
already.
and have a conversation about another man's business. Something I can't respect. I can't respect it, my guy. This basketball player, I don't even know his name. That's how unimportant this individual is. And he averaged the most points in the league, like 31, but no one cares. Until
Kynard,
J. Cole came to the league, right?
you're
Then we,
prefacing this with a lot of hostility and anger in your spirit. I need you to deliver the information in a very mild
all
way.
right,
And you're very skewed in your presentation.
I'm gonna be mild, okay?
Even keel.
Some individual who plays in the African Basketball League averaged the most
A
points in the
fellow
league.
athlete, not some nigga. A fellow athlete. Go ahead. A fellow professional
A
athlete.
fellow professional African Basketball League Association athlete said that J. Cole was disrespecting the game by coming to play in the league that no one cares about because he took the opportunity from somebody else. And then he had the nerve to criticize J. Cole and was like, he didn't play 3 games. He's averaged like 1 point. Like that could have went to somebody who worked their whole lives for their opportunity, and J. Cole just gonna show up and be a baller and be trash? And y'all giving him shine for it? This is what he said about the homie J. Cole. Disrespectful of you. No one knew who you were until J. Cole come to the league. No one. Matter of fact, tomorrow, no one will know you. I don't even know how you formed your lips to even be disrespectful. I don't get it. I'm confused.
You didn't think he had any valid points?
If they were valid, who anointed you to have that conversation? We don't even know.
You to have
What
this
authority are you?
We
You don't run no league.
anything.
You should be
guess
happy
what?
to be playing there. Because I can
Kynard,
guarantee
he had an
J. Cole could
opinion.
probably pick up the phone and be like, hey, who team he on? cut him. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, hey, we got to let you go.
Wow.
We got to let you go. J. Cole said so. J.
After
Cole
J.
said.
Cole contracted 3 games, that's when he got that pull?
All right, so.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get to the real. This brother came out and basically said he had other brothers that he had played basketball with that they sacrificed and they're preparing, they're getting ready, and he's taking somebody's spot. J. Cole only played his contractual 3 games, so it wasn't even like a full season with these, right? The team came out and said, "No, we're fielding the best team. We think we can win the championship." Now, J. Cole did not perform well. It is dope that he did it. I feel like it was a PR move for the league as well as his album. But it's not like J. Cole just walked off the street. Like J. Cole played ball. He went to college and walked on. So he has...
At what school again?
I think it was St. John's University, Division
right?
1.
Okay.
Let's look.
Okay.
That's J. Cole college basketball. Where did he play?
Where he played?
Oh, where you played? Yep, St. John's University. So he walked on.
Okay.
St. John's is D1. And that was his sophomore year. It wasn't even his freshman year, right? So he had a background in hooping, and we saw him wanting to do this, right? Balling with the players, all-star game, fake dunking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
J. Cole has always kind of let it be known he was a hooper. Now, my co-host said I'm a dreamer, so I may not get it, but I believe if J. Cole want to ball out and fulfill his dream, that's well within his right. And his money say he can find a way to make it happen.
The privilege that he has with his career that has been lucrative to him will allow him to take his happy light-skinned ass to another continent and play for leisure. Because he couldn't do it here.
I don't know if he was playing for leisure. I think he was competing.
Well, yeah. What's a 3-game contract? Leisure.
Well, the thing is he may not have necessarily been good enough for other leagues. Why he had to go to the African League. I mean, they do 10-day contracts in the NBA. It happens. They want to give somebody a shot and see how good they are. Oh, we got a Manifest sighting today. Manifest said he got something to say. My man,
is he calling?
No, he said, I'm sorry with the Nigerian curry over there. J. Cole is a crumb. Not a fan of J. Cole, not even his music. He's a wannabe Bob Marley to me. The unmitigated goal.
Let's go, Manifest. Come through with a word.
The unmitigated goal.
He called him a crumb.
He called J. Cole a crumb. This is my homie, too.
As it pertains to athletics or
it sounds like Manifest hate his whole existence. I'm not even a fan of J. Cole. Not even his music.
You don't fuck with him at all.
Dang, Manifest. I don't even know how to respond to that. J. Cole's influence is legendary. What's that?
I said Manifest has an opinion, just like you have an opinion, just like African Basketball Playing Associate has an opinion. Everyone has one. It's okay, Kynard. We don't have to agree. He don't like them. It's all right.
I don't know how, though. I'm confused, Manifest. I am confused. I'm legit befuddled.
Oh, he pulled out
Jermaine? It's Jermaine. This is J. Cole.
You forgot his name was Jermaine for a second.
No, I knew it was Jermaine. I didn't want to say it like Drake. Jermaine?
Drake?
How dare you? because the thing to me is that the one thing I can respect about J. Cole is everybody did one thing and he decided I can't compete that way. I have to be myself. To me, I always respect that. Forest Hill Drive, 2014, he was like, no features. I'm just going to release dope music. Content, his bars, what he likes to talk about. And I agree, he took a different character, Manifest. He's not the flashy that everybody else is. The homie got bars, man. Homie he be dropping knowledge, man. I can't believe you would be so disrespectful, blasphemous. Called him a crumb.
I feel like this has turned into like a light skin stan episode. It's a lot between Drake and J. Cole. It's just really heavy, and your ego, which is always through the roof already. It's just a lot. It's a lot of heavy light skin essence, and I feel like it's weighing on me at this point. The energy for the light skin just standing it's intense.
You're right.
Everyone breathe.
Let's talk about Michael Jordan here. Let's talk about Michael Jordan going off to play baseball. Did nobody get mad at that? When Jordan decided, I don't want to play basketball no more, I'm going to go play baseball. Did nobody say Jordan is a crumb? Now, Jordan was not that good.
At least he did it. At least he did it here in these United States because he could. He was able enough. J. Cole had to take his happy black ass to another continent for 3 games where Jordan played at least a couple seasons, right?
I can see right now.
In the MLB.
You didn't chose violence. That's what you did.
I just wanted to bring up a point. It wasn't violence. It's just facts.
You chose violence. J. Cole, I got your back, man. I'm not gonna allow them to talk about you like this, man. Okay?
Manifesto. Listen, I know you know what I'm saying, and those are facts, Kynard. 3 games in Africa, 2 seasons in the U.S. That's not comparable. It was still dumb, but at least Jordan saw it through.
So disappointed.
Next.
So disappointed.
Thank you. Next caller.
I guess that's how we ended the segment, J. Cole. Don't worry. Get you back. Got you. I'm going to hold you down, my guy. Oh. Grow some dreads. We going to be rapper brothers.
Oh.
All right, look, that is it for the news and what we got going on. Got one of my favorite segments coming back. Got this or that. Oh, shoot.
There should be a this or that dance. Oh.
All right, look, we are back with one of our best segments, one of my favorite segments. This or that. This is where the homie Brittany is going to give me 2 options, and I got to choose which one I would like. Let's go, Britt. What we got?
Mm-hmm. If you have to deal with one of them in some capacity, would you rather pick aliens or ghosts?
Aliens or ghosts?
Like if you had to have a little extraterrestrial experience and you're like, if I got to pick one, I'm going to pick.
I think we might have done this one. Wonder what I said the last time.
Did we do this one?
I think we did. Because I think I said aliens. Did you say ghosts?
I definitely would have said ghosts.
Yes. I think. She said I definitely said ghosts.
I do not fuck with them spaceship.
Why?
Motherfuckers. I do not.
And I think that I was like, wait, I think I said I wanted, like I figure out what's going on with life and the meeting and, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll let me be on my way. And
I'm like, no. How? Because you might, Like they might be like, "Brr," and then we can't talk
We
no
go
more.
if they do. We gonna put them with the rappers. We gonna let them holler at Cardi B.
You
They can
right,
have a
you
whole
right.
conversation.
They might have a whole language and a whole like they might misinterpret my fear as joy. Like we live in different stratospheres.
Yeah, but
So I'm
look,
not fucking with them.
what if
But
you
if it's a
like it?
ghost,
You in the bathroom and the ghost just pop up on you unexpected. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Well,
I'm
I
gonna be
don't
like,
want to be scared all day.
I'm gonna be like, you didn't win boo 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 before too. You know what this is. Like you know what this
Okay,
is.
okay. What if you
And there's a
wake up?
chance that we may be able to communicate because I'm not saying that all ghosts speak English, but that one might.
Oh, stop it. What if you
He
was
might be
there to
trapped in the
sleep?
house from
What if you was there to sleep at like 6 in the morning and you open your eyes and it's just a ghost looking right back at you, just watching you while you was asleep?
what if it was a an alien? Like same thing. Both the shit sucks. Like
Say it's a bad situation all around.
either way, but at least I feel like a ghost. I may be able to be like, my nigga, like what? Like what do you want?
I think
How can I help you get to where you need to go? Because here is not it.
I need no. I'm gonna choose the alien because I believe they're gonna have some intelligence. Need to know.
Have you had sleep paralysis?
No.
That shit is wild.
So you've had that. You've been in the bed just paralyzed.
Yes, and I see. Listen, it sounds crazy as shit, and I know it does. But there was like a shape. I don't want to say like a figure ish, but like a movement of a shape toward me and a force on my body, which caused me to not be able to move, and it felt like ghost energy because I was like, I see something and it's moving toward me, and it kind of has movement that's similar to someone walking, and now I can't move because there's weight on my body.
So basically, you've manifested the ghost. At this point, you just said I'd prefer the ghost to come, and the ghost came.
Perhaps it's happened like 3 times. After listen. After the first time, I knew what it was. I was just like, all right, this is what this is about. I remember this. This shit is gonna be wild, crazy, but at least know that I'm not gonna die because this has happened. I just gotta wait this shit out, and it'll be okay. Calm your tits, bitch. I
Hmm.
literally had this conversation with myself. I was like, okay, here come the figure. All right, it feels real
Usually,
heavy.
when I have sleep
All right.
paralysis, I'm just sitting there thinking about how I'm going to take over the world. Then I don't want to move. Never seen a ghost.
Kynard, that's not sleep paralysis. That's just sleep.
Oh, okay. What we got next?
Yeah.
What we got
You just in
next?
the bed.
I'm going to just sit in the bed and contemplate how to win.
Right. Like, I'm not going to get up till I have a plan. That's not
Right.
going to happen.
I'm not getting up till I got a plan of how I'm going to win today. What we got next?
Wow. Social media or streaming?
I like streaming better. I think you can have a better Well, I think you can get instant feedback if people want to participate when you. Uh,
Mm-mm. You need social media for that.
yeah, you can use both of them for that. Then what's the advantages of streaming? That you live. You here.
Streaming is like, okay, let me take it back. Streaming services. So we're talking about
Oh, you talking
kind of
social
question.
media or like Hulu or
Provide you with
Netflix?
entertainment.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Then
would
by
you rather
far I
spend your
would choose.
time
I would take streaming. I would take streaming because at least I know those stories are really stories. I know social media stories are really stories, but people try and pass them off as. But you can't be fooled
but
by
you've been
streaming. What's that?
but you as an artist, don't you use social media as a real tool?
Yeah, but I'm also an artist that I just had to adapt. I'm not using it because I wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to post. 95% of the time, I hate posting shit. I do. Matter of fact, I
No.
hate posting about shit so much that like I'd much rather pay somebody else to schedule it for me, which I'm probably gonna do here in the near future because it really
That sounds like a flex to me. I want you to know that it sounds like a flex. I'm a flex. I got it. I don't want to do it
yeah,
so.
I don't. I mean because it
Hey,
gets
someone else. But.
it
Thank you.
look, social media can have you believing in your own self-absorption. It's not real. Even the stuff that I post, when I posted under knowing the guise of like I'm just trying to say something funny or entertain you. Right? But for me, it's hard to be self-absorbed. I know that I joke around and I'm like, yo, I'm dope and all that, but if we're being honest, most people who post on social media and you're using it for your business as an artist, as a vendor, as someone who sells clothes, you're self-critical. Should I post that? Should I
Mhm.
post this? I don't even want that responsibility because I'm old school. If I wasn't doing music, I wouldn't even be on social media. I would be on somebody's beach doing what people with money can do on other people's beaches without a camera. I just do it because I don't need to flex on you like that. I'm living it, touching it.
I love how you quickly threw in there. I'd be on a beach like other motherfuckers with money. You understand me?
That's what I
I'd be
like. I
amongst
wouldn't. I wouldn't be
I'd
on
be
social media.
I'd be amongst my folks spitting bread, looking around like what is it?
Most of the
It's
people,
me.
yeah, facts. Most of my
And
people,
I'll just leave it up to my social media team to
yeah.
do all that
Hey,
shenanigan for me because
hey,
I'm over here on the beach
I'm out here
with
right now. And
on
it's
yachts with the
summertime too.
stars.
And it's summertime. So,
Oh, the next one is summertime. The next one is summertime ish.
what's that?
White toes. I said the next one is summerish.
Yeah.
Cause you know how
Oh,
y'all feel about white toes.
white toes and what else?
White toes or neon toes.
I'm gonna choose neon toes. I want the hot pinks right now.
Okay.
I'm on the hot pink or the neon green. I'm with that. Because I mean, white toes, y'all did that for the last 3 summers. Y'all didn't ran that into the ground. Okay. Let's see some hot
There's something
neon
about the
pink.
cocaine. There's something about the cocaine whites though.
Okay, whites is
They're
cool,
special.
but who gonna be the next trendsetter? Who gonna do something different? Because everybody got white toes. Everybody.
I mean, right now I'm on a neon. Right now, that's where she's at in her life.
Popping.
It's gonna switch tomorrow
Oh,
because she has a nail appointment tomorrow. So,
there you go.
whatever.
But
But
don't do whites.
he's like, please don't do
Yeah,
white.
I'm tired of that.
Is
Let's
white
do
turning into like the new basic bitch, like the French tip?
nice. Oh my
Okay.
God. I couldn't wait for French tips to go out of stuff. Lightweight, I've seen them try and come back. Like they trying to make a comeback out
Mm-hmm.
here in Austin. Wait a minute. Pause that. Don't let's move to another
He said we don't
another.
got time.
Yeah, I'm straight. I don't want the white toes no more. I'm good. We've had enough. Let's move on. What we got? What we got next?
When traveling, would you want to see tourist spots or go to like the local hidden gems?
I'm I like the local. I like to go to Airbnbs and people's hoods and be amongst the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be in a neighborhood where like the corner store, is selling Mexican bread and they got the best Mexican bread in town. And I might get shot because I don't know nobody here. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
I might get shot. Damn, that took a real turn. I wasn't ready for that. That's crazy.
I'm in
I
here
was
where the real
expecting death
violence
behind
is
this
taking
shit.
place. No,
Right.
let me stop.
You chose. You chose
Like,
violence. In
like,
that case,
yo,
put me in the
I had a
hotel.
neighbor come out and tell you, like, I don't know if you noticed, somebody was shot and killed in that Airbnb 2 weeks ago.
Right. You probably shouldn't park your car right there. Excuse me, what?
Hey, matter of fact, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in Brooklyn and I parked the car. Now, for those that have been to New York, like it's a one way, but it's got cars parked on both sides. It's very cramped and it's a lot. So I parked where I could park that was available. And Granny next door was like, I wouldn't park my car there. But I ain't nowhere else to park. I ain't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't really know you. This is my Airbnb. I'm right here. The next morning, the street sweeper garbage joints was coming. And I went outside. She said, see, I told you I wouldn't park there. So I moved my car and then I went and bought her some food because she was trying to help the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I like being just where the locals is, because we ended up chopping. Her family, they could. They put some food together, invite us over, have a beer. You with the people at this point, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna take the local. I like to be in the local. I want to see where the people live and where y'all at.
Nah.
No, you want to be a tourist?
I want to lay my I need to lay my head at a place where it's someone to call if something goes left and it will be immediately taken care of. Where I could get new sheets, and I don't have to make it myself. If I need to call somebody, I need the fresh sheets, and I'm not gonna make it. I need someone to do that. I also need to know that if I would like some champagne, that it could be brought to me. And I also need to know that when I get back and I feel a hankering for a French fry, I could call room service and it's coming. Like there's certain things that go along with like hotels and resorts that I appreciate. I might need to hit the business center for something. I might have left my laptop because I didn't think it was going to be that kind of business trip. But I need to do some things. I need this. I need certain things. So I'll go play with the people, with the locals, but also I need to go back to where it's an establishment.
You funny. I can feel. As a man, that perspective makes sense coming from a woman. I understand.
And also,
all I'm saying. What'd you say?
I said, and also Airbnbs, there's a standard of cleanliness to hotels that are expected, and when it's not met, it's a problem. At an Airbnb, that's just a risk you're taking.
Yeah, well, you just leave. Like I told you last week, that lady had the audacity to ask me to come get her luggage. She was like, no, I'm not comfortable. I'm up out of here. And she went to a hotel. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The first Airbnb I went to in Atlanta was bad. I mean, it was Pampers in that bad boy. It was like flies and gnats. I was like, y'all couldn't have thrown the Pampers out? You know what I'm saying? Like
there was shitty diapers in the space.
Yeah, I was confused. And I didn't know if it was left over or they didn't, but it looked like them diapers had been in there for a minute because the gnats had congregated. You know what I'm saying?
God,
like it was. And then when I told Airbnb about it, they got mad. Like, you could have just hit us up. I didn't want to talk to you. This is a problem. I had to get up and leave. I couldn't stay there. There's a certain level that must be met.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's inconvenience in that. Like,
no, it definitely was an inconvenience. It was an inconvenience. But you know what? Being local has that I feel is unmatched versus like a hotel or a resort. Is usually like if you choose the ones you like. I like to choose the ones for like for backyard views. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to an Airbnb that's kind of got like a setup or a balcony or something that's going to provide you a unique view of whatever it is you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to get at a hotel. You might be looking at the inside of the hotel. You know what I'm saying?
You might be looking at the building right next to you.
Facts. So for me, I like catching views, and then if I can catch somebody local that's friendly enough to have a conversation, we can talk. Or look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in Brooklyn. We go into the corner store and My man came in like DMX. Yeah, you know, I don't know what that bitch talking about, man. You know, he had his little Lucy in his ear, and he had his shirt off. I saw a sign that said "No shirt, no service." He looked like he was about his business, and they was gonna service him.
Period.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, like he out here right now. Let me go ahead and get these Twinkies real quick and get my little juice, and I'm a skedaddle. You know what I'm saying?
Run me this chopped cheese and let me get out this
Yeah, let me
bodega
run
because
up
I'm
out of
tired.
here, homie.
Yeah.
Or your favorite thing to do in New York, let me get a slice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a slice and get up out of here for my man shoot all of y'all. You know?
Period.
So I'm a local dude. I like exploring a little bit. But I won't do it if I go overseas. I gotta stay in a hotel overseas. Overseas, they'll put you in a hostel. They may kidnap me and want me to be a sex slave or something.
That's definitely what would happen. I've heard.
I mean, after watching Taken 1, 2, and 3, they might sell me into sex slavery, and I just that ain't the future I see for myself.
That'd be your every dream, to be honest.
You see him come kidnap me at the airport and throw me in the van and make me have sex with foreigners. That's not my idea of a good time.
Let's keep it a stack, bruh. They ain't throwing you in nothing. Like, it's not. Like, and I can say that because I'm a bitch you ain't getting thrown nowhere. Like, don't you think someone will kidnap you? No, I don't, actually.
No, I don't.
No. My stature says nah.
Facts.
But hey, if they want to try, let's run it.
But you never
might
know.
Be a good time.
Never know. I saw that movie and instantly was scared that they try and put me in the van and give me drugs and make me make love to people, and that just wasn't what I was seeing for my life.
Make me make love.
You know? All right, what we got next?
I had a really sprung off question for that, but I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to move on. Remind me when we hang up.
Okay, I will.
Soulja Boy or Bow Wow in lieu of the verses upcoming. Soulja.
I would take Bow Wow, but not for the reason that most people would think. I'm gonna take Bow Wow because Bow Wow from Ohio. Shout out to Bow Wow. Bow Wow from the Midwest. You gotta support your Midwest bros.
Did you know what I recently learned? That Supermaning that. Did you know what Supermaning that hoe is?
Superman, I thought it was
a dance?
For the box. For the box, right? Superman.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
I thought when he was doing it, I know it was a kid's dance, but I thought it was for the box. I thought he was. Yeah, that's what I thought when they did that. I was like, oh, what is it about? What is it?
What I've recently heard, and I don't know if this is true or false, and I don't know if this is just because Soulja Boy and Bow Wow are a thing, but I hear it's nutting on the back region and then draping her in a sheet.
Oh, let's look that up.
As like a cape.
Yeah.
Here in the children, I think, but I'm not sure. That's what I've heard.
Here we go.
You said, Google's Superman that hoe. Definition.
He said when you ejaculate on a girl's back, then put a blanket on her so when she stands up, the blanket sticks, therefore making her look like a cape. Soulja said this is the direct quote from Soulja Boy. That was what white people's interpretation. Instead, Supermaning that hoe was essentially executing a certain dance move and had nothing to do with a girl at all. There we have it. White people
Thanks, Soldier.
Took something innocent and turned it into something nasty. And then blamed
It's for black people anyway. Leave it alone.
I kind of liked my explanation better. All right, what we got next? Shout out to Bow Wow.
As far as Anglo-Saxon sports, hockey or NASCAR?
Oh, by far NASCAR. Not even close. For me.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even
I
close.
thought you were gonna say hockey for the fights.
Well, don't get it twisted. I was in Detroit. Red Wings. It was big when I was coming up over there, and I love hockey fights. But like when I was young, I really thought I was gonna be the first black NASCAR driver until I realized I had no money, and that was like nobody told me that you had to have big money to be a race car driver. But when I was coming up, I was trying to be Dale Earnhardt, and I've always loved to drive.
Junior.
Yeah,
Dylan
junior. Look, I had, it was one of those things where most people don't understand. Like when you love to drive, I can tell when my tire is low before the sensor tells me because I can tell how it's rotating at 70 miles an hour. I can tell if I get up to 75, 76, I won't even feel it anymore. I love the road. You know what I'm saying? So as I came up, I used to love watching them dudes drive and draft, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna race cars. Then I was like, no, so you need like 250,000 for an engine? Oh, I'm gonna play the video game. I'm gonna be in the house. I'll get the little thing, and I just had to do it here because we won't be any kind of race car driver.
I remember
you remember
my
the
younger
things
brother
where you was driving
the steering wheel with the little foot pedal joint.
Yeah, facts.
That's crazy. All right, so now
on the weekends, that's the thing. On the weekends, I'm probably in the car anywhere from 6 to 8 hours in a day. And that's just ripping and running through the city, getting to that money. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth,
bending them corners, bending
them corners, boy. I'm probably like the Michael Jordan of like driving. Facts.
Okay,
Facts.
We're gonna move on.
I'm just telling y'all right now.
We're
probably the Michael Jordan of driving vehicles. Y'all can't see me. Pull up, see what happened.
We're gonna move on to the next one, Kynard.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. Just y'all remember that. I told y'all. Michael Jordan.
Would you rather have to walk backwards or sleep sitting up?
Definitely sleep sitting up. Can I slump though? Or do I gotta keep maintain posture? I was doing this in school all the time.
I'm sure you're probably gonna end up slumping. So yeah.
You are. That's gonna hurt your neck too to be sitting up like this the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think
you can get you a good ass comfortable chair though.
Facts. Not like the one I had to switch to, right? Because you couldn't see me on the computer. I had to switch to something that pretty much hurts my back just so you can see me.
Thanks. Appreciate you. You're a gentleman and a scholar, truly.
Buddy. Well, what are you gonna do? You gonna walk backwards?
Fuck no.
You ain't doing that.
I've fallen twice this year. I'll fall 2 times a day if I have to walk backwards.
Thanks. Yeah, because I feel like falling you can hurt. If you sleep standing up, you just it's gonna be a slow fall, and you ain't gonna hurt.
You gonna hurt when you wake up.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be
like,
no.
Something don't feel right.
Yeah, you have a crick in your neck. You ain't gonna be like, why did I just break my left foot? You know what I'm saying? Funny to me. What we got next?
Licking or sucking?
Both.
Don't be.
Both those. Lick and suck and lick at the same time.
I really try to fix my mouth to figure it out. Hold on.
Some can do that though.
You
can do both.
Oh, well, yeah.
Or you stick the tongue out. You trying to visualize it?
All right.
You got it?
I didn't want to fix my mouth to do what it was like, what my brain was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
So I was like, let me process this, but not actually do it, because I was very close to actually doing it. And I was just like, don't do that, Brittany. But
if I had to choose, it would probably be, I think, sucking is probably better. And I don't know why it instantly turned like sexual, but first thing I thought of.
That
Sucking
I mean, what else is there?
right sucking is probably better for the
Lollipop.
man. Licking is probably better for the woman, but I'll probably say sucking. I'm suck. Suck.
Wait, are we talking about being performative or receiving? What are we talking about here? We didn't
Well, I
clarify that.
mean receiving. Receiving. If I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
man, you want to suck. The lick is cool, but I prefer to suck. You know what I'm saying? And then I would imagine if a woman was, I mean, sucking can be right, but it just has to be delicately placed along the journey. It
Listen,
isn't right. It's not
listen.
what you don't do it for a long time. It's you know what I'm saying to let you know I'm here. You know, as you walk along whatever journey you're on. I hope I didn't lose y'all with that, but if I did, I apologize. We're gonna
If
go
you
with
let a bit of
sucking.
if you let a little bit of air in though, you could be there for a longer time. Never mind. We were talking about pulse. Listen,
We just yeah. I mean, you know, is it a hard suck, light suck? Yeah, I mean, there's different ways to go about it. Just depends on whether or not you know the other person has the talent that you're looking for. You know, some people are just not that talented,
some
and
people
y'all
are
think
not.
y'all talented, but you're not.
Okay.
Probably just trash. And nobody
You
told you,
getting
but you just wanted to live your dreams like J. Cole. Do your little sucking
ooh,
thing, your licky thing,
do
but
your little sucky
somebody
sucky.
shit on your dreams and told you, yeah, you're not that good at it. You should probably not do this. Trash. All right, what
hmm
we got next?
Let me pause life or rewind life.
I would love to rewind and live moments.
hmm
You know, is that what we talking about, or is it like a real show?
hmm
Yeah.
No,
If
like
I
for real. Like
like if you,
you don't want to pause and make it further in the future.
I don't want to
You'd rather
what?
relive things in the. I said, as far as pausing, I feel like you pause and you restart later in the future, right? Whereas if you rewind, you're reliving things that have already happened. I think the benefit to the pause is to see things that you may not be able to see moving forward.
Yeah, I think that that's good, but I think that
Maybe like
you
your
can
great great
actually
grandkids or
pause.
something.
You can actually pause and see things now. That's what my beach trips be about. Like when I go to a beach and I'm watching the sunrise, like that's a moment for me to reflect and get my mental game right to be able to step outside of all of the regular crazy shit to just be like, all right, what is it? You can't really
But
rewind.
that pause won't get you to see your great great grandkids wedding.
This is true. I didn't know we could go that far into the future.
I'm just saying, you could, if you rewind for 30, 40 years, why can't you pause for 30, 40 years?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The only reason I would probably rewind is because I always feel like as you get older, you realize that there was information that was already there for you. You just couldn't see it. So, like, I would like to go back to the moments and really be like, why did you take that this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have probably took this a whole different way, right? Let's relive this moment and kind of see, what would have happened differently if you would have tried this. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Would you change some things in your reliving?
do you know the only thing in my life that I might possibly change is that I wouldn't have quit music in 2005 after I got laid off from my job and I was pretty much evicted from the spot. And at that time, I didn't see how I was going to do music going forward after that. And then I think it
hmm
was probably about 10 years probably before I came back because I loved it. It was what I loved. You know what I'm saying? Like as a young kid, I always wanted to do it. And so, yeah, that's that in my life, that's probably the only thing. I try not to live with any regrets, but we're human, right? But the only thing that comes up into my mind is in '05, I felt like we had some really good music. I was learning a lot about the business. And then I stopped. And then when I came back, the business was completely different. And I had to readapt again. So I probably would have tried to stay in it a lot longer, but I would relive more things like, relationships where you may have made a mistake or you didn't understand, or you had a conversation with a brother or a sister, or a mother or a father, and like you're older now. Like I would love to go back to the moments really to just look at how I treated my parents. Now that I'm a parent, like I get a lot of shit that you don't get when you're young. And so I'd like to go back to those moments. I don't know if I would change it. I would have a conversation. Yo, what you think this is? It ain't. You think that they don't like you, or they're not on your side, but they're on your side more than anybody else you'll probably ever encounter in your life, just because that's the way it's built. So yeah, I mean, I know that's long winded. I had to think about it. I think going to the future would be dope, but I don't really want to see it. I'd rather just be who I am and let it be what it is,
I have one more random question for you today.
Yeah.
3 countries in the world that you want to go to.
I have still not made it to Asia as a continent.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Australia. I think number one with me would probably be just anywhere in Asia, China, Japan, anywhere tourists are welcome and at this time, and not putting people in jail for COVID. But I think the first one would probably be in that region. Just because it's been a desire to I'm into martial arts, and I'm into dope cities. I think go see Tokyo would be dope. You know what I'm saying? I would like to go to, what is that? What's the one in the Middle East where they got the Lambo cars? Dubai? Is that a city or a country? Country is Dubai.
It's a country.
Dubai?
Dubai's a country.
Yeah, I would probably go to Dubai just so I could see the technological oasis. And then the last one I would probably go to is Africa. And I only choose Africa last because
where in Africa? You just gave me a whole continent.
I'm going to the whole continent. I want to see all of it. I
said pick a country.
I mean, I'll go South Africa.
Okay. Where light-skinned people thrive? Got it.
Damn. I thought light-skinned people thrive everywhere.
Ooh. Well, that's what he said, and he meant it.
I mean, what you want me to do? I didn't make the rules, people. You know what I'm saying? I just came out living life.
Bob.
And super fly. I don't make the rules. I'll make the rules.
You're right. Okay.
So,
touche.
All right, look, we've enjoyed y'all tonight. We've had a good time. Shout out to Juwan, Will, and the homie Manifest. We appreciate y'all for participating. This has been another Dope Dialogue podcast. For my homie, Brittany Lee King, I am Kynard, and we all out.